Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing today? What's everybody up to? Figure I'd jump on here and see if there anybody still up and out and about on the YouTube world. It's 10:05, 5 a.m. So let me turn my volume down on my phone. Dang, I'm so out of whack doing these live streams. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Can't even keep track of what I'm doing anymore. It's killing me. It's killing me. It's killing me. Tony Damien, what's up? What's up? Trying to remember how to do all these buttons. It's complicated when you can't keep track of all these buttons when you ain't done this in a while. Keep forgetting to go to YouTube. I keep forgetting to turn on the monetization. I keep trying to figure out the time. Having a heck of a time. Trying to make my water. Hey, Julia, TJ, what's up, TJ? Hadn't seen you in forever. Hey, T Studio X, what's up? What's up, everybody? Father versus Son, one-on-one. What's up? How's everybody doing? I got a bunch of questions today. Yes, Sid, I just checked the scores. I can't watch it, but I do check the scores. I see where Tampa Bay got beat, and the last time I saw the score, I think it was 17-14. Kansas City was winning. So I just check the NFL scores every now and then. Hey, Sonia, how you doing? KK, what's up? Emily, the wanted one, what's up? What's up, Jim? Yeah, I got the fan on, brother. It's hot in here. It's already hot in here. Try not to run the air conditioner this early. So I try to do the fan instead of the air con. Try to save that electricity. Trying to save electricity. But yeah, I need to talk to everybody that's crock pot experts. Crock pot experts. I got to figure out how to start cooking in a crock pot. I need to figure out what I can cook in a crock pot. Yep, TJ, I'm in the Philippines. Yeah, not this time of year, brother. Not this time of year, Jim. It's just hot. It's just hot, brother, right now. Hot and humid. Well, Tony Damien, that is a loaded question. First thing I need to know is, can I cook like chicken and pork and hamburger? Can I cook that in a crock pot? I need to know what kind of meats I can cook in a crock pot. Julie says crock pots are great. Yeah, Julie, I want to try to figure out how to cook. I've debated between a crock pot and an air fryer. And for me here, I think I'm better off getting the crock pot, because the crock pot, I can cook, taters and onions and peas and corn and stewed tomatoes and all that kind of stuff in a crock pot. But I just got to figure out I don't know how to cook meat in a crock pot. Also, can I cook rice in a crock pot? Can you cook rice in a crock pot? And I'm talking rice straight out of the field, into a bag, rice, real rice. I can't afford all that, Tony Damon. Just a regular air fryer here is over $100. It's over $100. So I think for me right now, I think I'd be better off with the crock pot cooking with, because we don't have oven. We don't have a stove. All we've got is a heat plate. Vermont says, yes, you can cook rice. Okay, so I can cook a real no joke rice. Board old fart, you can cook anything in a crock pot, just depends on application of heat. What the hell's an Instapot, Tony Damon? I don't know what no Instapot is, but the dang air fryers are over, and it's not the best. Kind of the medium of the road here is like $110 for an air fryer, and I can do more with a crock pot than I can the air fryer. I don't want to go back to frying everything. What's up, Tony Damon?
Hello. So
Vermont says you have to soak the rice first, I believe.
Well, that's why I was saying if you could get an Instant Pot, that does all of those things. It's a pressure cooker and it's a slow cooker. So it's a crock pot and a pressure cooker. You can make rice in there. You can make, and then you can use the crock pot button to make a lot of other things. So any kind of meat you want to cook, it's like a low simmer on the stove is what a crock pot is.
So if I buy, say, a pork tenderloin and boneless, skinless chicken breast,
yes,
I can slice those up and put them in the crock pot, and they'll cook.
You don't have to slice them up. You just put them in the crock pot.
So I can put them in the crock pot, add in my taters and onions and my stewed maters and peas and corn and stuff like that.
Anything you want. Just know you're mixing them all together.
Then you just have to add water, right?
Depends on if you want to add water. You don't have to add water.
You don't have to add water?
Mm-mm. You could put a little bit of butter or olive oil or, some kind of healthy fat, just something to lubricate the bottom of the crock pot so everything don't stick to it.
Well, hold on, I'll show you what I bought. I got this.
Yeah, olive oil.
Yep. It's an olive oil blend.
Yep, that's good.
Boy, this was expensive.
Yeah, it's kind of pricey.
This wasn't the most expensive they got here either.
Oh no, there's even here in the States, there's some that come in from Italy in a metal, like a tall metal canister with a screw top lid, and it's like $35-$40 for some of really organic, special, hard, cold press, blah 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 blah.
Hey Madonna, Julia says vegetables go on the bottom, meat on the top. I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do because I don't want to go back to eating even an olive oil fried chicken and fried.
Yeah, olive oil the smoke point isn't high enough to fry in. So if you get hot olive oil too hot, it'll start smoking up your place. So that's not a good thing to fry with.
No, because all we have to cook with is a one burner that plugs into the wall. It's like a hot plate.
Yeah. So I think, but I wonder what it would cost you to get an Instant Pot because that will do more different things for you with one piece.
I don't know if they have that here or not. And like I say, the air fryers, I mean, I don't know if it's expensive or not, but to me, $110 was kind of expensive.
Yeah, that is kind of expensive for an air fryer.
And that's a middle of the road one. I mean, it's the bottom drawer one, but it's not big. It's pretty small.
The ranges of what you can cook in it, you'll get way more range of cooking out of an Instant Pot than you would of air fryer. So if I could only have one of the two, now what I have is the Ninja Foodie, which is an Instant Pot, a crock pot, and an air fryer all in one piece of equipment. But I couldn't even imagine what they cost over there.
Hey, Naps for Larisha.
Hey, Larisha.
Well, I've been thinking about this, and I think I've decided on the crock pot because Arlene's wanting me to get a rice cooker, and I don't necessarily want to buy a rice cooker and a crock pot.
That's why I
So
was saying an Instant Pot because Osang, hey.
hey, Osang. Vermont says hi, everyone. I
Um,
think my best all around kitchen appliance would be a crock pot.
well, it's hard to make rice in a crock pot.
It is hard to make rice in it.
It's hard, yeah, because well, it would just take a really long time, I guess. It'd have to be probably overnight.
Well, what I would probably do is like this time of day or maybe earlier than now, I would put the meat and all the stuff in the crock pot and the rice. And then Arlene doesn't get here until like 7:10 at night. So that would be 10, say roughly 10 hours. Would 10 hours work?
But you couldn't cook them both at the same time. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, I want to just add the dang rice into the what I'm cooking in the crock pot. Vermont says it takes 2.5 hours, Tony.
Okay.
That's a reset. I never cooked in a crock pot before. Hey, Travel Dreamer. Well, and that's my next thing. Natural Larissa brought it up. Arlene's never had chili, and I want to make chili. Can I just put raw hamburger in the crock pot and make chili?
Mm-hmm.
And it'll cook.
Yep.
Okay.
The one thing you'll have to do is probably break the meat up often. You know, like open the lid and kind of break it up because it's going to be clumps. You know what I mean? Like you don't want it to be like meatloaf. You want it to be like chili. So you have to like go in there several times and make sure the meat's getting broken up.
You're in a new house, Snaps Larissa? Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
We'll see. A chili's going to be.
Are you going to make it with beans or without beans?
With beans.
You starting your beans from dry or are you using cans?
It'll be canned beans.
Can be okay. That's perfect. Canned beans to make chili in the crock pot. Yeah, it'd be perfect. It's just in your mind, think of a crock pot as a pot on the stove on simmer. Anything you could have cooked in a pot on the stove on simmer, you can cook in a crock pot.
Well, see, hamburger meat's going to be like one time a month because hamburger meat is absolutely ridiculous here. Price. Now, chicken's cheap.
Hey, Dragoon Gaming.
That's the Reese's back in Illinois. Awesome. So I pretty much decided I think that's going to be my all-around cooking is going to be the crock pot.
He's saying there's some Instagram that has a lot of simple cooking. But I mean, you can make anything in a crock pot. I would get an Instant Pot if you could, though. Because Instant Pots, you can make boiled eggs. You can make rice real fast, like 5 minutes. And then
that's like real straight out of the field rice, right?
Correct.
Not the shit.
Not instant rice
and all that shit.
No, like the jasmine rice.
Yeah, they got it in big old 50-pound bags, and you go in there and buy a kilo or 2 kilos, whatever it is.
Right.
Hey, God loves me. It's real rice, you know. I call it real rice.
Yeah, not the instant rice. It's the jasmine rice, long grain rice. Hey, T Studio X. Look, this time slot brings in all the oldies and goodies.
God loves me. I got married and moved to the Philippines.
He's in the Philippines, so it's
from an electricity standpoint and an all-around kitchen appliance, I think I'm going to go with the crock pot.
You might check the prices of an Instant Pot. It just does more for you.
I'll have to see. I don't even know if they have.
If you just want to get a crock pot, for now, but I would make it a goal at some point to get you an Instant Pot. I mean, because that's a forever piece of equipment. There's so much you can do with that.
What's up, Andrew?
Hey, Andrew. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Travel Dreamer. The Instant Pot will do pressure cooking, slow cooking, saute, You could fry hamburger meat in it. You can do all kinds of stuff. It's got a saute function, so you could like if you wanted to put onions or something, you could saute them.
Now I wouldn't even know how to turn that damn thing on. So
It has a
there
button
you
that
go.
says saute. It's the button says saute. Then they have a button that says egg, hard boiled eggs. Then have a button. It has a button that says all the things that. It's not hard, but if you have time to wait on it, then you could use a crock pot, and that's a lot probably a cheaper. How much is a crock pot over there?
I don't know yet.
You can get a crock pot here for $30.
Yeah, it's probably going to be more than that here, and everything here is made in China.
It is awesome, Travel Dreamer. But I have the Ninja Foodie. I don't have the Instant Pot. The Instant Pot is a lot more affordable than the Ninja Foodie.
Well, see, like I say, Arlene doesn't normally get here till sometime between 7:10 and 7:30 at night. And
so like right now, you could throw the rice on, let it cook all day, or let it cook for a couple hours, take it out, and then put in whatever you want to eat for yourself, you know. They also have the little mini crock pots. I have one of those too. So like if you just wanted to make one, like a small batch of rice in the little mini crock pot, and you could have the big one for your main meal. She probably would do good with a rice cooker. They have the little ones. I used to have a little one. It keeps it warm, and she'd have rice any time of the day.
Yeah, but she's trying to just eat rice once a day.
Oh.
If I make a whole pot of rice.
Yeah. If it's there, then she'll eat it. Yeah. Makes sense.
It's like little Debbie cakes to me. She just can't. She's got to eat it. You know,
she loves her rice. I know. I remember she saying she was missing rice over there when you guys were up there in Canada. An Instant Pot is $7. What?
That's about 12. That's about 110, 120. Yeah, about $120, $130 for an Instant Pot. Yeah, see, that's as much as the air fryer is.
Vermont, see how much a crock pot is.
What is breakfast like in the Philippines? They eat jasmine rice, T Studio X.
For breakfast?
Not jasmine rice, garlic rice. And they eat sunny side up eggs a lot. At least that's what Arlene likes.
Does she make the rice like with some cream and make it kind of like a rice pudding?
She eats the rice to where it's just sticky rice. You can eat it with your fingers. Thank you, Osang, for becoming a member of my channel. Thank you so much. I truly do appreciate that. But yeah, they make that, when they make the rice, they make it that sticky rice, and they can eat it with their fingers.
Vermont, can you come up here?
Come up on the panel right quick, Vermont. If you're downstairs, he might be upstairs.
Yeah. It's only a P103 for a crock pot.
Thank you, Osang. We finally made it here. I'm in Manila right now. Osang. We're in Manila. Arlene's back at work. Is it like sushi rice? I don't know what sushi rice is, T Studio X. I just know it's sticky rice. They eat it with their fingers.
What did she put on it?
Nothing. They don't put nothing on it. They don't use butter. All they use is salt.
Slot Bets. Hello.
Hey, Slot Bets. And she's mad at me because I made her buy sea salt.
Why would she be mad about that?
Because she's used to eating
that table salt. That's so bad for you.
You see, she got her cousin to bring out the hot plate. She had a brand new hot plate in her other place where she lived with them at. We took it out of the box last night, but it's like a burner, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm not good at. I'm no good at frying fried chicken. I'm no good at getting it done. I don't trust my fried chicken. I never
Yeah.
damn good
It
at
is hard to not, you don't never know when it's finished in the middle.
right. And it's I can't make like in the crock pot taters and onions and peas and corn and all that. I can't do that on one little burner eye. So I really do need
Something to be able to.
something like a crock pot. And that's the closest thing to baking meat that I can think of.
Yeah, because you can cook it without fat. You don't have to put it in. Because I make this Mississippi mud roast. You put the roast in there, and then
Right.
you throw in a pack of ranch dressing, a pack of ground brown gravy, and a can of pepperoncinis. Just dump it in there, and that's the only liquid it has is out of the pepperoni. But when it's done, it has all this gravy in there. It comes out of the meat.
Andrew
He doesn't
says
have
bake
an,
it first.
he doesn't
I
have an
can't.
oven, Andrew.
Yeah, I don't have an oven, Andrew.
Hey, James Guy.
Hey, Vern's Junk Closet, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream.
Hey,
Yeah,
Vern.
that's my problem, Andrew. I don't have an oven, dude. I don't have a stove. I don't have an oven. I have none of that. So that's why
You
I'm
have a
talking
microwave?
yeah, but it was like the very first one that was ever made.
It's an
Seriously.
microwave.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. It's like the very first one ever made. And I don't want to load up. What I'm trying to avoid is a rice cooker and an air fryer and the burner, because when we move from here, that's just more crap I got to pack up. Where if I just buy the crock pot, I can do everything in the crock pot and I don't have to worry about it.
You have
But
a
anyway,
toaster?
I have to look and see how much there are. I think she might take Thursday off. So if she takes Thursday off, maybe we'll go out in town. I've only been out once in like the last 13, 14 days.
Burns, he's in the Philippines. He got married. He's not in Carolina anymore.
Yep, I got married and moved to the Philippines.
Oh, Lord. Here he is.
Howdy.
What's up, dude?
How are you, my friend?
Hey there, Bruce.
Hey, Tony. How are you?
I'm good. You going to give him some good recipes?
Doing good, James Guy. Thanks for asking, buddy. I'm doing okay.
I'm going to hop down for a few minutes. I'll be back.
Okay.
I think it's my hat.
It's not your hat. I need to take a shower real quick.
I watched a video yesterday, dude. A guy, he's some kind of fancy chef cooker thing. He had like a toaster oven. He did a ribeye like that thick in a toaster oven.
In a
dude.
toaster oven. Yeah, there's a guy on YouTube that does that type of stuff. I was just watching him yesterday too.
I watched that guy yesterday too. The black-headed guy and his son's filming.
Yeah,
I watched that.
He's pretty good.
Put that big old ribeye on the two big old hunks of onion.
Yeah, because it allows it to circulate
Right.
when it's just up a little bit. She's going to take a shower, but she sits in the middle.
Yeah.
So you had a great trip, I hear.
Oh my God, dude. You have no idea.
What is that? Is that your fan making that noise?
Probably. I have to have the
Okay.
fan on, dude. It's already
Yeah.
80-something degrees.
Oh, yeah, I don't blame you.
I try not to turn the air con. I try to make it till 3 o'clock in the daytime. But here lately, I haven't been able to make it but to 2 o'clock because it's just.
Oh, we're sweltering hot. I think it's 3 degrees right now.
Nah, dude. It was like 80-something here this morning.
3. It was negative 17 the other day.
Oof. Yeah, I've been trying not to run the air con, but for 2 or 3 hours during the day, and just suffer with the floor fan.
Yeah.
But at nighttime, I have to run the air con and the floor fan, dude. dude. It's just miserable hot.
With my daughter staying here, my studio that I built doesn't have heat. I have a fireplace in there, the electric fireplace. Well, that's what she's been heating that room with. Electric bill's just a little high.
Yeah. But yeah, it's hot, dude. It's pretty darn warm here.
Hey, Burns, how are you?
If it was like we go upstairs and the smoking area is up on the rooftop where the swimming pool is and stuff. We go up there in the mornings and have coffee. And the mornings where the wind's blowing, it's nice up there because it's 42nd floor and there's a good cool breeze blowing.
Yeah.
The last couple of mornings, it's nothing but sunshine and dead calm. And sitting there drinking that coffee, you're sitting there and sweat just rolling off of me,
The humidity is quite a bit higher too, right? I mean, it's
Yes.
like super humid.
Yeah, it's pretty humid. Thank you, Samantha Nicole Guy, for the like and share. Thank you so much.
I watch so many videos. There's a guy there. He walks all the towns and cities in the Philippines with his camera. Just walks through every single back alley, street. Some of it's a little depressing. Some of it's extremely beautiful. But some of it's tough.
A lot of those guys that live at the beach can do the beach videos and the surfing videos, and to be honest with you, probably 99% of the guys that are over here have a lot more money than I do. So we're living on the cheap.
Yeah.
And I'd love to live there. There was a guy, I watched his video. I watched a lot of these guys too. He was looking at a beachfront lot, just the lot, no house, wherever he's at in the Philippines, $150,000 US for the beach lot here in the Philippines. Oh yeah, Andrew's wanting to know what kind of antivirus software to get for his new desktop computer.
With the desktop, you mean regular tower type?
He says, I got a new desktop computer. What do you recommend for antivirus software?
Most of them come with it, the ones you purchase. And that's actually the best one designed for the machine that you purchase.
Hey, Rob.
Really?
I got a notification a while ago. I guess mine's getting ready to expire. I guess the first year. He got a tower computer, Andrew says.
Hey, Rob. Yeah, I haven't dealt with a tower in a long time. Now, did you get to bring yours with you, your laptop?
Yeah, I've got my laptop, and I just got a notification just a second ago that told me it's getting ready to expire. So I guess it's been almost a year since I've had this laptop.
No.
Windows Defender. Because I've been running, everything I've been running for the last several years is McAfee.
Yeah.
That's what I've been running on everything that I've got.
They're pretty up to date. Defenders. I don't know what this one has. But I have Microsoft Edge, which most people hate.
See, I don't run that Edge. I put Google on mine because I've never dealt with Edge, so I don't.
I still edit, so I have to have other programs. Yeah, see, Sonia's, that one's the Not 32. That's a very fast virus protection. Sorry, that's my text message notification. So I sent you an Instagram. It was for cooking rice, real rice, in a crock pot. 2.5 hours. Pretty simple, pretty basic. I mean, really just easy to cook.
But you have to do the rice separate. You can't mix it in stuff, right?
Nope. But you know, the thing about it though is you can cook enough one day And then when you make your other stuff, you can put it in toward the end of it, and then you'd have rice in whatever you're making.
Then I guess it sounds like I need to buy a crock pot and a rice cooker then.
Well, they sell little tiny crock pots. I have one that's 2 quarts, maybe, and I have the big 7-quart.
Yeah, I don't need. Now the 2-quart, I could throw like a couple of boneless skinless breast in there, taters, onions, peas, corn.
Nice little. Yeah. Yep. And those, that would probably cost you what, $30 over there?
Well, it's going to depend upon what they have. They might not have the small one. They might just have a big one here where I'm at.
Yeah, the big one was not very expensive. What, 102 pesos? Was that?
But yeah, the air fryers I looked at, and the middle of the road one was like $120.
Yeah, which is pretty average.
But these are all Chinese made. They're not Betty Crocker or Ninja or none of that stuff.
That's what mine is. Mine's Walmart Chinese made, and it works fine. It's not the high end double doored thing. It's just pull out the drawer and.
The one I looked at, it's like this tall.
Yeah.
And maybe this wide, and it's got the little drawer in the front.
Yep, that's what I have.
Because everything I read, everybody says get the one with the drawer. Don't get the one that opens on the top because you get burnt.
Nope. Bought my son-in-law the doors, and every time he tries to pull something out, that door comes swinging back and takes him in the arm. And me, I can take my drawer all the way out, wash it, take the little grill on the bottom out, wash it. I don't have to worry about getting my arms in there. And
my only thing with the air fryer is it doesn't give me the opportunity to do vegetables the way I like to do the vegetables. It's like baked. I like my slice up potatoes and onions and all that, and wrap it in tin foil and bake it in the oven.
You can do that. You
can do that?
Yeah. Yeah. It makes it kind of almost broiled. Yeah, but I have an Instapot too. I mean, we used it today to cook eggs in 8 minutes, hard-boiled eggs. Cooked a dozen hard-boiled eggs in 8 minutes.
That thing's probably outrageous here, though.
Yeah, I just looked it up for you. 7,000. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's 110, 20, about $140, I guess.
Yeah, and what you're saying, what she makes a month? I mean, that's half the income for a month just for one piece of equipment. That's an awful lot of crock pots. And you could buy 3 crock pots and cook separate things and put it together. Oh, there you go.
Holy cow, Jim Foster. Holy crap, dude. You're going to make me cry. God,
maybe now you can go get one. Almost. Well.
Thank you, Jim and Sonia. Thank y'all so much. I truly do. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I truly do. There's some things that we really need that will really, really, really help out a lot. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. Thank y'all so much. Thank you very much.
Now, have you gotten around the whole garbage that Arlene was having to deal with?
Do what now?
Said, have you gotten around that garbage that Arlene was having to deal with, the whole Google thing? And
no, they still take out on her every month. And she didn't get a letter. Did anybody get, speaking of that, a letter saying how much, like a 1099?
I never got a 1099 from them this year yet.
I didn't get mine this year either. Thank y'all so much. Thank you very much, Jim and Sonia.
I got everything else done, and I'm like, I kind of sort of need that piece of paper, people.
That's where Risha's to it. Yeah, because see, I signed up to get mine electronically because of moving, of course.
Right.
And I haven't received nothing from them.
I never even thought of looking there.
Sonia says not yet. Now, see, I haven't received a check since September, I think was the last time. I don't know if I did or not, Jim. I might not have, buddy. Yeah, I probably did, Jim. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August.
Oh,
Yeah, I made about $800. About $900, Jim. About $900 is what I made last year because I didn't make nothing October, November, December. I didn't get a check.
Hello.
Dang, you don't smell no better. Burnsdale Fawcett says no, not yet. But yeah, they still take out taxes on Arlene every month, and she, this month they didn't give it back, and I don't understand why she's having to pay taxes because almost all of her views are from Filipinos on the bikes, bike
Right.
videos. Almost, I'd say 99% of her views are people here in the Philippines.
They got a touchdown. It looks
Who
like
got a
Buffalo's going to win. It's 13 seconds, and they just got a touchdown. They were down by 4. There's 13 seconds left, and they just got a touchdown. Looks like Buffalo's going to do it.
I tell you what, if I was a rich man, I wished I'd have bet $10,000 on
Hello, Travel
San
Dreamer.
Francisco 49ers first 2 playoff games
Right.
because they said on a $10 bet it was paying like $110 or $120.
Dang, bro.
Wow, I didn't know I made that much last year.
Yeah, you big money grip.
Yeah.
I was listening while I was listening on my phone.
Big bank Hank.
Oh yeah. Rolling in it. I just smoked a washer and dryer. You know how expensive those are?
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Dude,
These are Bluetooth.
You want how much?
you would laugh. I wish I could show you our washing machine. Y'all would literally laugh.
Today on FanDuel.
It sits in a little frame-like thing on wheels, and the basket inside, you can just take your hand and move it around.
Buffalo
wherever
won.
you want to.
Travel Dreamer.
Friday.
And it basically, all it does is it fills up with water, it washes the clothes, and then it rinses the clothes, and then it spins, and then you bring out the soaking wet clothes, and I hang them up all over the apartment to dry.
You need
So it
to,
doesn't spin them very well.
You need to run a string upstairs. You close the line.
Oh, I ain't taking them up there. They'd be gone.
I'm sure. Hang them out the window. The windows probably don't open.
Tony, I showed Vermont a picture of the microwave. I swear to God, it's got to be one of the first microwaves that's ever made.
It's Bakelite.
Huh?
I think it's Bakelite.
Wow.
You know that?
Yeah, it looks like one of those little ovens that little kids do.
Easy bake
that they get
oven?
for Christmas. Yeah,
Easy
easy
bake
bake.
oven?
That's
I
what
think
it
it's-
looks like.
I think it's got a Barbie thing on the side of it. I'm sure
Yeah.
that was a.
Does it work?
Yeah, but the top knob for setting low, medium, or high or whatever is broke off, so I have to use my Leatherman to turn the
Why did I know there was pliers involved?
Right.
and the timer's a button, and you just kind of turn the timer, and it's yellow.
Is it one you turn over and then you turn it back a little bit just to get the right time?
Yeah,
You got to turn it back to the number. Yep, I remember those.
Wow.
it's seriously, it's got to be one of the first ones ever made. Oh, I screwed up, y'all. I screwed up. I had a really nice back massager,
It's
a
the
double-headed back massager, leg massager type thing.
They got all 3
And
times.
I told Arlene I bought it in Canada, and I wasn't thinking.
He looks sad. Look at him.
Everything I use the inverter, the inverters for everything
Wouldn't that be
I
something?
carry with me.
Time out.
So in Canada, I use those. I didn't even think about what the
Field goal
voltage
will
was
do
in
it.
Canada.
Oh, yeah, well done.
So I was assuming it was 220. We got here. I told Arlene, I said, here, massage my back right quick. I said, plug this up. Well, she unplugged my phone and plugged it into the wall.
Oh, poof. 110.
Gone.
Just smoked it.
Hey, SF Rose.
Now they have the strange plug, right? That's like
Hey,
round
SF
looking
Rose.
thing.
No, dude, it's the exact same plug as like
Do
we
they have
got
that?
at home.
Wow.
But it's 220 coming out that bad boy. It ain't 110. SF Rose, you want to come up on the panel?
220 outlets. You're gonna have to get a resistor strip. Keep your stuff from
It
frying.
smoked. It smoked that down back.
It must have went.
It went really, really fast for a minute. I told
Okay.
Arlene, I said, oh, shut it off, shut it off. And as soon as she hit the off button on it, pop, it was done.
Yeah, the motors could probably take the 220, but the second you hit off, that's just full.
Yeah.
Off is pulling the plug out of the wall.
It probably didn't fry the motor itself. It probably fried the switch that's in it because it's not designed for that kind of power.
She took it to the guy she works with, and he got the ohm meter on it and everything. And he said it's the there's a board inside of it. He said the board's fried.
I
He
know,
said they
Andrew. It's crazy,
They
right?
don't sell them here.
Kansas City's trying to make it back down the field. At least to try for a field goal.
Now,
No,
are you going to ship anything else from your house, or that's pretty
No.
much it? You've got what you got.
What came with me came with me.
They gonna pick
I
it?
will never step foot back in North Carolina or South Carolina again.
Okay, so Kansas City made it all the way back down. They got 3 seconds on the clock. They're going to kick a field goal and they'll tie up the game. It's a crazy, crazy game. Did you
So
watch
you
that
need-
game with the Buccaneers earlier? That was a crazy game too.
I've had a granddaughter all day,
Oh,
all weekend actually.
Ah,
There wasn't watching anything.
hey, I hope that kicker misses it.
let's see, Andrew. Let's see.
She's got no focus still.
Ooh,
Made it.
he made it. He tied the game.
All right.
Tie game. Kansas City will win it in overtime. So yeah, I guess it's going to be the crock pot, y'all, and maybe a rice cooker.
I know Bill is losing his mind right now.
Bet you Tony Lewis is losing his mind.
Why? Let's
He's a
see.
big Kansas City fan.
Oh,
It's overtime. SF Rose. They just went to overtime. Buffalo and Kansas City.
Kansas City made it back to kick a field goal and time up.
Let's
Not
see
one
what
team I rooted for in these playoff games have won.
How many
Hey,
teams does New
Naj,
York
how
have?
you doing? Hey, Jenny, how you doing, Jenny?
Vermont. How
How's
many
that grandbaby,
teams do
Jenny?
they have in New York?
Excuse me.
How many football teams do they have in New York?
One.
No.
The Giants, the Jets,
Jets.
Buffalo Bills.
Bills.
Well, the Jets are in New Jersey.
Yeah, technically they are in New Jersey, and the Giants play in New Jersey too.
Yeah. Yeah. It really, Buffalo's the only really New York team. If you mean name, well, yeah, okay.
But they play in the Meadowlands, which is technically New Jersey, right?
Yeah. Standard rice cooker, 1.8 liter, 1,100.
That's 10, 20, 22 bucks.
If not,
I'm doing great,
It would
Jenny.
make your life really easy if you had both of them.
so a rice cooker and a crock pot, and you could probably do pretty well.
Anything. Yeah.
You make your stew, you make your rice, you can put your rice down, put your stew on top.
That's probably what it's going to end up being then.
How much?
Hate
How
to
much are
go
you
on-
avoiding fish?
She's not allowed to bring fish. I done told her she can eat fish at work. And I threatened the other night, she
Hey,
ate
Nige.
fish and rice for lunch. I threatened to make her sleep in the CR, the bathroom. I was going to make her sleep in the shower.
Tuna fish is about as close as I get.
That's me. Tuna fish as
Very
close
nice.
as I can get. SF Rose says she wants Kansas City to win. Well, it's in overtime. You can bake cakes in crock pots.
Yes,
Kenny
you
said.
can. I've seen people do that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's that site I Instagrammed you. They do all that stuff. Sonia,
There we go. There's Sonia.
Hey,
What are you doing?
look at this hair. I'm on Jim's computer because I already shut mine down. So
she's got that windblown look.
I do. Look, it's like it's whatever.
You want to see what the corn muffins look like here? They're little itty bitty.
Is that one of those little Debbie packets of muffins?
That's about the size of it, brother.
Man, that's
But
like snack.
I'd never heard of this place before. Kenny Rogers Roasters. It's an American restaurant
That's
here in the
something like
Philippines.
Colorado or something. I've never heard of it.
Kenny Rogers Roasters.
SF Rose, he said it's hot with a side of, wow, it's freaking hot.
Yeah, even Arlene was complaining about it being hot this morning.
Well, that's not good. Because she was complaining about it being really cold.
SF Rose would like her weather update.
Hot. And it's getting hotter.
Oh, there's one in
Yeah.
Dubai too, I guess.
Already on the panel.
Thank you, Jenny. Thank you. Nas says they have Kenny Rogers. Travel Dreamer said she ate there in Dubai.
55.
Yeah, it was this morning at like 7:30 or 8 o'clock. It was like 81 degrees, Nas. It was warm this morning.
Yeah. Okay, not to keep it. Yeah, not a kicker.
So, I don't know what 55 would look like. That's like summertime almost.
Well, this was the year of the kicker, apparently. Oh, look.
We look alike.
Well, dude, I can tell you right now, we got out of Canada just in time. We got out of Vancouver just in time.
They got cold.
Yeah, the lowest day we had, I think, was -7 or 8 was the coldest day we had there. So we got out of there just in time, and we only got, the most 1 inch of snow while we were there.
But you got to see it though. That was pretty cool.
It was like a kid in a candy store.
She's touching it and
Yeah. Yep.
it's like, don't do that. Don't lick that snow.
SF Rose said the hotter the better. Yes,
Yeah.
Travel Dreamer. I was laughing about that too. Damn, going to McDonald's to get you a spaghetti.
Well, see, the thing of it is, the sign says McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
They don't call it that. They call it McDo.
Macdo.
Yeah, like a regular hamburger, that's a McDo.
Hmm.
They don't call it regular hamburger. It's a McDo, a Mac cheeseburger. It's kind of weird. See, when I was stationed here in the 80s, we didn't have none of that stuff. There wasn't no McDonald's, there wasn't no Burger King, there wasn't nothing there. Even over in Barrio Beretta now in Subic, I guess Subic does, but Barrio Beretta, where we were at, they still don't have McDonald's, Burger King. There's no American stuff there.
What happens if this game's a tie?
Are you guys gonna go back to Arlene's,
My cousin.
where she's from?
That's what we're debating on. See, I got, like I told everybody in the live stream yesterday, I was lucky enough, they gave me a bulk buy-in visa. It's good for 1 year.
Yep.
Okay, I can extend that for 6 months. And it doesn't cost very much money. Now the 1 year one I got's free.
That's the one.
So,
Go ahead,
and I don't start drawing Social Security till May of
Oh,
next.
that's not there. Okay.
So we're not sure what we're going to do. But I don't really like it here this much because I'm in the city.
Right.
You know, somewhere else
Hey,
I could at
Anthony.
least be close enough to where I could go to the beach or walk outside and look at trees and
Touch
see
grass.
birds, and dogs, and chickens, and something instead of. I mean, this is like Sonia said. I think Sonia said yesterday. This is like living in New York City.
Yeah.
Hey, Van City Adventure, how you doing, my friend?
how's your blood pressure?
Yeah, it's pretty intense when you show those pictures. I'm like, wow, that's way too many people, man. Way too many people.
Well,
Just-
and the thing of it is, they're still under lockdown here. When the lockdown goes up, dude, it's just, oh my God.
No. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that many people. Like I said, I
Well,
got
see-
5,000. The whole city I live in is 5,000 people.
Well, I can go upstairs on the rooftop in the mornings, and even Arlene talks about it. We look down on the smog. You can't see nothing but brown clouds.
And you're used to fresh air.
Yes.
Chicken crap, but still fresh air.
Exactly. And so I'm not doing.
Full of referees.
I mean, that's why I went live yesterday. I mean, I'm still catching so much crap from the United States from all those people but I'm going crazy just sitting here. You know, Arlene leaves at 9:30 in the morning. She gets here between 7:10 and 7:30 at night. And I sit here all day long. I got no TV. I got nothing. So
No TV?
I can only sit by the pool so long. You know, I'm started back. I'm smoking more again because I go upstairs and sit and smoke and think and smoke. And
You're going to have to start doing laps up there. You're going to leave there looking like Arnold.
5,000 people in her community now. Now I can look off the 42nd floor and see 50,000 people in about 5 minutes. It's like ants.
That's crazy. They have buildings that tall when they got so much wind there. Kansas City just got a touchdown.
I figured Kansas City would win it if they made
Well,
it to overtime.
Bills get a chance because it's overtime.
Oh, I think it's over now. It's over.
But to answer your question, Vermont, I really don't want to stay here, dude. Now, having said that,
They won.
That's what a touchdown is.
I might have to stay here till June of next year.
Yep, they won.
And so I'll draw
Why
my
is-
Social
what's the
Security
conversation about?
and then go. Because to be honest with you, it costed me so much money in those extra airline tickets and the condo and stuff in Canada and the groceries and
Yeah, won't
cigarettes. I spent
What are they looking
a
at?
lot of my savings just getting Arlene to Canada, getting me to Canada, and then getting us to the Philippines.
Not to change the subject, but has your daughter sent you any pictures of the dogs?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't go there, dude.
No? Stays right
No,
away.
she does not associate with those folks very often.
So you don't even get to see them.
Nope. Van City says, I don't like tall buildings. Well, dude, we got some tall ones here.
But that one that's across from you is even higher than you are.
Yeah.
Bill's probably excited.
And they're building. I mean, right outside my window right now, they're about probably 10 floors below me, but they're building every day. And if you ever, those guys are literally up there sitting on a little piece of wood on top of rebar, dude.
Yeah. They're nuts. Yeah, I watched a little bit of the building from over there. I mean, I actually watch a lot of videos over there, but like the trucking, the dump trucks, you know, the construction equipment, all that stuff. It's like There's 7 guys pulling on a chain to get a dump truck unstuck.
Yeah.
That would not happen here.
Yeah.
And they're putting in a lot of dirt,
Hey,
covering
Well, I think
patties and
the hotel's not renting out that many rooms right now. So they've shut down 2 of the 4 elevators. So now we only have 2 elevators working for the whole building.
I'd hate to have to walk that.
And you have to stand and wait and wait and wait. And they don't, outside in the hallways, they don't have air con. So, I mean, I complained about it being hot in here with the fan on, but as soon as I go out, open the door and walk out into it's like walking to an oven.
Blast furnace in your face.
So Kansas City won, Tony.
Yes. Kansas
Wow.
City.
Every game's been an upset then. Well, the Rams wasn't really an upset because a lot of people had the Rams big to beat Tampa Bay.
It was a close game. It was back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It wasn't like just somebody dominated the game.
Van City, you've lost your mind, brother.
Damn. You stay in shape if you climb.
There ain't no
25
air,
stairs.
there ain't no air con in the stairs either.
Oh damn.
7 flights up, you'd be 40 pounds lighter.
Well, from the road level, the top floor I think is 42 stories, but then there's like 6 or 7 stories for basements.
Yeah,
The
I was gonna say
elevator goes down 6 or 7 stories in the basement.
they've got to have a big footing, giant pylon type things down there.
Now Arlene had to go down this morning. She had to order us another. What is that? About a 5-gallon jug of water. We had to order another water. We're down to like half a jug. That cost 30 pesos. So what's that? 60 cents, something like that.
For 5 gallons.
Gallon jug of water. But you got to have it. There ain't no if, and, buts, or about it. You got to have the filtered water. There's no getting around it. None.
I live with the stuff.
A lot of people here drink the filtered water. They don't drink the water.
I don't drink city water where I live because I hate the smell of chlorine. I hate the taste of it.
But that's a problem I started having in Canada, and I'm having now. Used to taking showers with my well water at home.
Yeah.
And now the chlorine in the water in Canada and whatever's in the water here, my skin's like, I'm just like peeling and peeling and peeling. It's like I'm scaly.
Gonna have to get lotion.
Oh, every day I'm putting lotion on, dude, because it's just, I don't know.
Yep.
It's weird.
That's why I see so many, so many of the videos you see when it's like a heavy rain downpour. They're all out with the out the drain off the roof, taking showers and.
Well, here too, when you go out to the restaurant, look for the round ice. If it's round ice, it's filtered.
It's out of a machine, yeah.
Yep. If it's anything else,
So like Mexico.
don't use the ice. Osang still in the house. A new member to the channel. Man, these notifications aggravate me to
Tampa Bay
death.
lost, right?
It's 10 o'clock.
Tampa Bay lost.
I gotta run.
T Studio.
All right, buddy. I'll check my Instagram out after I get done.
Yeah, if you get questions, you know how to reach me.
Okie doke.
I'll help you out.
All right. See you, dude.
Take care, all.
Bye.
See you later.
So yeah, yesterday I had a peanut butter and strawberry jelly sandwich, fat-free strawberry jelly. I can actually get the fat-free strawberry jelly. And then last night we splurged and I had 2 scrambled eggs with cheese and a crumpled up corn muffin covered in ketchup.
A corn muffin covered in ketchup.
Told Tony
With my egg.
That's better now.
Banana ketchup.
What the heck?
Was that say sweet what?
Banana ketchup? That don't
Here's
even
my-
sound right.
Here's my Thousand Island dressing.
Lady's choice.
Does it taste like the
Yeah.
Thousand Island from home?
And in Canada, we had to buy Hellman's because
They didn't have Dukes.
No
they
Dukes.
didn't have Duke. So Arlene, the bottle wasn't open, so she stuck it in her suitcase and brought it from Canada.
Well, it was expensive.
Now I can get Heinz yellow mustard. So I can get real mustard. And then it's actually strawberry jam, but it's sugar free.
There you go.
Oh, I learned something, Tony Damien, and I bet you don't know this. Yes, ma'am. Oh, sang. I'm in Manila. That is Philippine product. Yep. I know something that you probably don't know, Tony Damien.
Well, do tell.
What is in the skin of mango
I don't know.
that you have to watch out for?
I have no idea.
If you're allergic to poison ivy, there is a chemical in the skin of a mango that is the same thing as what's in poison ivy.
Wow.
Aren't you just a wealth of knowledge these days?
Well, luckily, I researched that online because I heard it on somebody's video and I researched it, and they said that is true. And I am highly contagious to poison ivy.
Well, I had a great idea last night after we had talked. And I was thinking about your whole retirement plan. And I thought, well, since you're over there anyway, we could partner up and you could grow monk fruit.
No.
Why not?
She's good, oh sang. She's back at work at the bike shop. She leaves here every morning at about 9:30, and she gets back between 7:10 and 7:30 at night. And I sit here all day and wait for her to come home. They got some kind of fruit here that they say stinks. Oh, they say it stinks. But they say it's good if you eat it. But it really
Look at
does.
Tony's face.
Ain't no stinky food.
Yeah, they say it stinks to high heaven. Some kind of fruit.
Why would you want to eat it?
They say it tastes good. I don't know. Maybe it's like Parmesan cheese. It stinks, but it tastes good. I'll tell her, oh sang. I'll tell her you said durian fruit. That's it, T Studio X. Maybe that's what it is. But it stinks to high heaven.
Tony still can't get over this whole spaghetti thing.
Son, can you run down to McDonald's and pick me up some spaghetti? Does it taste like Chef Boyardee spaghetti, or does it taste like,
Tony Damien, I ain't eating that shit.
take one for the team for experimental purposes?
No, Arlene eats it. I ain't eating it. And she doesn't know to compare it because she doesn't know what Chef Boyardee tastes like.
Because I would imagine it tastes like a can of, like little kids' SpaghettiOs or something.
When I made the pork tenderloin up in Canada, I baked it. She'd never had pork tenderloin before. She'd never had baked anything. Baked chicken, baked pork, baked potatoes, baked onions.
Like
She'd never had none of that.
Did she like it?
Oh, she loved it.
could probably turn her on to a whole bunch of new stuff, Hillbilly.
Yeah, she'd never had a fish sandwich from. Where did we get her a fish sandwich from? I think Burger King. And
In that video?
yeah, that was a fish sandwich. She'd never had a fish sandwich. I said, "You never got one from McDonald's or Burger King in the Philippines?" She said she doesn't eat at Burger King because it's too expensive here. She'd only eat at McDonald's, and she didn't. Said she'd never noticed that if they had a fish sandwich or not, because she always gets a chicken and rice and spaghetti from McDonald's.
That just blows my mind.
Yeah.
I would have never that. Oh, can you imagine if you're a tourist and you show up in some country and then you look at the menu board and there's spaghetti on the McDonald's menu? Like, I just wanted a Big Mac. Like, what the heck?
Well, see, I didn't know they had all that either till the first time we went in McDonald's. And I looked and I was like, what? And Arlene ordered before me. She goes, I'll take a one piece with spaghetti and fries. And she got some kind of drink. I don't know what it was. Hey, Brooklyn chick. She gets that a mango. They call it a mango shake, but it's like mango juice on ice. She gets that everywhere she goes. But yeah, she ordered one piece chicken with rice, French fries, spaghetti, and a drink. But yeah, I'm not eating none of that stuff.
So you could just try the spaghetti.
Tony Damien, I don't know where here it's real hamburger meat and where it's
Yeah.
fake plant-based stuff. So there's a bunch of places to eat here that they say are American food, but I've never heard of these places. Someplace called the American Burger or something like that. But you go on and look at their menu and it's like plant-based meat. And see, I love pork, but I'm scared to eat the pork out because I have to get Arlene to make sure it don't have the pig ears and stuff like that in it because I'm not eating that. I mean, who knows? I might like it, but I'm just, I can't stand the thoughts of it. Arlene's trying to get me to try balut again, and I'm not doing it. I tried that in 1980, and oh God, it made me sick.
What is that?
It's duck eggs that are from like 2 days old to 30 days old. And the older it is, it's already got a beak formed and feathers and everything, and they eat it.
You.
And it's got like the juice turns into like this mush, like almost like mushy mashed potatoes all over inside of it. And oh, they love it. It's a delicacy here. Most of the women don't eat the duck though. They crack the top and put pepper on it, and they suck the juice out of it. But the guys, they just chomp down and eat it.
Tony's gonna lose her lunch.
I haven't seen a Long John Silver, Andrew. I have not seen a Long John Silver. They say there's an Outback here somewhere too, but it must be over on the rich side of town, over on the Makati side.
And even then, you still don't know what you're getting.
A lot of the American guys that live here, they go there once a month, and they say it's really like Outback.
I don't know.
Tony Damien would love to be here. She'd love to go to Mall of Asia. That's the biggest mall I have ever seen in my entire life. We went there in 2019. That place is huge.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good. Hey, TR.
And they got all kinds of fancy places to shop inside that Mall of Asia. Hey, TR. But yeah, it's bigger than any mall in the United States.
Even than the mall, bigger than the Mall of America.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
this Mall of Asia is huge. What's up, TR? Yeah, there's some stores in there, Travel Dreamer. When I was here in 2019, I took Arlene. We went there and was walking around, and they actually had a Cold Stone Creamery ice cream place. Appreciate sharing me out, Mr. TR. God, dang this thing.
What are you doing, Tony?
She's looking up a balut she's going to eat.
She's probably playing her game. You're muted, Tony.
I was muted because the commercials were playing music.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm playing the game. Playing my game.
Andrew says, "Did Sid enjoy the game, Tony?"
Yeah, he's been enjoying the whole weekend watching the playoffs, even though we ain't in it. That kind of burned, but it is what it is.
Well, yeah. I mean, who would have thought at the beginning of the season you could have named off Dak, Tom Brady, and Aaron Rodgers, and somebody could have said, "I'll bet you $10 million that neither one of those three makes it to the playoff finals,"
True story.
and you would have lost your backside. Because I'd have dang sure if I'd had $1 million, I would have taken that bet. I just hope Kansas City don't win again. It's down to the point now to where I almost want to pull for Matthew Stafford because he's never won one. But
Yeah, we wanted somebody to go that hasn't won a playoff or been to the Super Bowl or, like a team. Yeah, like Cincinnati. He wanted the Bengals to go because they haven't, they haven't been to a playoff in what is it, 30 years? We want somebody new to be able to go, the same
Yeah.
old Patriots and Chiefs and
Brady.
well, I would kind of like to see Matthew Stafford win
I
because
was
he's
mad.
never won. Stuck his whole career up there in Detroit.
Yeah, that was a waste of the week.
That's why I didn't pull for Cincinnati that hard. I mean, that quarterback for them just won the national championship and the Heisman and all that a couple of years ago. Matthew Stafford, he ain't won nothing. So that's why I was kind of pulling for him. I can't stand San Francisco, even though they do have Debo Samuels from University of South Carolina.
Yeah, when they were calling the game and they kept saying his name, and I'm like, is there really someone named Debo on this team?
Yeah, he was wide receiver at University of South Carolina.
I don't watch college.
SF Rose said I actually wanted Pittsburgh or Tennessee, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
No, I guess Big Ben retired for Pittsburgh.
He did?
I think so. And Aaron Rodgers hinted yesterday kind of like he might be hanging it up.
You think Tom Brady will ever hang it up?
There's a possibility he's thinking about it too, I think. I don't know. Brady's still got another record to break, though, don't he? I think he's got like one more record.
The record he wants to break.
Who, Brady?
Southsider 619 said, Jay, that KC and San Francisco is my prediction for the Super Bowl. Gotcha. Could be. Sure enough.
I think it's going to be the Rams.
Sid says he thinks it's Rams in Kansas City.
That would be my bet, too. Be the Rams in Kansas City. And I just really don't want Kansas City to win again. I just really don't.
But the only good thing about them playing Cincinnati, they're playing back in Kansas City.
Who?
They're playing Cincinnati, but they don't play in Kansas.
Cincinnati.
Bengals.
They didn't win. Oh, they did? It's windy over there. Or is that your fan?
That's the fan going. I have to keep the fan going so my computer don't overheat.
Oh, I
The
see.
Bengals beat the Titans yesterday.
Oh, that's
Because I
right.
have I try not to turn that aircon on. I still got about 3 hours, 3.5 hours before I turn the aircon on.
Hey, that's not me. That's Jim.
Sorry.
All dressed up. Yeah, look at it. Smart dressed man there.
That was his uniform for work.
Yep. He looks so professional.
You just you did see him last night in this
Yeah, all dressed up.
Yeah, all dressed up in his suit. Yeah, I've been to Kansas City, Andrew. They got some good barbecue in Kansas City. Now, that's something I have to admit that I didn't care for was the barbecue in Texas. I'm not big on that.
What's wrong with our barbecue?
It's just not the same. That brisket and whatever that rub and all that stuff, I'm not big on it.
What the heck is that?
That's my game.
Oh my God.
I knew she was playing her game.
It's playing an ad.
Wake up the neighbors and stuff.
I was literally, y'all, if y'all would have seen me, y'all would have laughed your butt off. I was on TikTok, and I like to watch the coin pusher games that they do on there. They have a lot of those, and they have a lot of like golf shots, best football plays, stuff like that on there. You just have to ignore all the half-naked women ones too. But, hey, Cookie, I was watching one, and it showed this guy with like a bow and arrow, and it said, "Watch closely till the end." Well, you know me, I can't half see anyway, so I'm sitting there holding my phone, watching it to see what this guy's going to do with his arrow, and all of a sudden, bam! There's the arrow coming at you right in the face. Scared the living crap out of me. I dropped my phone.
That happened to Sid yesterday. He literally threw his phone. The guy was throwing free throws, and then he threw it at the camera, and Sid was like, "Woo!" He threw the damn phone.
I did the same thing. Why do you have to wait 3 hours? SFRO's trying to save electricity, young lady. We're trying to save on the electric bill. So I try to run it between 2 and 5.
You run it in the morning and then just turn it off and then turn it back on again?
What we do is we normally turn it on at right around 9:30 or 10 at night, and we run it till 5 in the morning, and then I don't turn it back on again till, if I can make it till 3 o'clock, I wait till 3 o'clock. But usually here lately, I've only been able to make it to about 2 o'clock, and I have to turn it on. It's just too hot in here.
Now, is this considered like the colder part of the year, or does it get?
It gets warmer. When I was here in 2019, at the end of May and the first couple of weeks of June, it was like 111
Wow.
with a lot of humidity. Now, right after I left, that's when the rainy season starts. It just pours down rain for 3 or 4 months.
So
Hey, Crystal's Pets and Plants.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, once the rainy season starts, it is hot and humid. And it rains and rains and rains. It's only rained one time here, just a little bit since we've been here. We got here Christmas Day, and I've only seen it rain one time for just a few minutes. Hey, Charles Ray, how you doing?
Yeah, right, Cookie?
But we haven't gotten our first power bill yet. So I've really been trying to, or me and Arlene both have really been trying to not use electricity till we get our first power bill so I can get an idea of where we're at on the power bill.
Yeah, you can gauge it. Cookie said you look like Super Buzz.
I saw that.
So
Well, hello, Charles Ray.
we're supposed to get the first power bill on the 30th. So we'll find out what the power bill is.
Father versus son.
Osang said, I thought you were sleeping, RBDJ.
I told him I was hiding.
Have you heard anything from our friend up in the Northwest lately, Tony Damien?
Wait, do what? I'm sorry.
Have you heard anything from our friend up in the Northwest part of the United States lately?
Haven't.
I saw that one video showed him with the kids. I guess he got visitation with the kids or something.
Oh yeah. I hadn't caught him live or anything. I saw he had been live at some point, but I didn't catch it while he was on. So I usually his lives are so long you can't really go back and watch it again. It's
good to see
forever.
you too, Crystal Pets and Plants. That's what made me think about it when she was talking about sleep. Was Sonia sleeping? Immediately he popped into my mind.
Yeah.
Just snoring live streams.
Yeah, I remember passing out.
You know, Catfish Terry's wife died, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know there's another YouTuber that just passed away. Her name was something Ham. Was Rebecca Ham, I think was her name. Yeah, Rebecca Ham. She passed from cancer. She had a crochet channel.
Oh, that must be what Noni May and them was talking about the other day.
Yeah,
I saw
like
them
crochet doilies and tablecloths and stuff like that.
But yeah, Catfish Terry's wife died. Oh my, has it been a month ago now? I know he posted a video today or yesterday about he was trying to make her potato salad like she used to make.
Oh, that's got to be hard. So you've been watching YouTube?
Yeah, I watch it on my phone. I think they'd been together like 40 years.
Oh, that's
Him and his
terrible.
wife.
That's got to be hard.
Yeah, a lot of them have passed in the last couple of months.
It's been everywhere. Sid lost his aunt last week, and it's been
Camel Dave passed away. He had a heart attack in his sleep.
who did?
Camo Dave.
Oh, I think I'd heard that somewhere. Maybe it was you guys talking about it.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? I think I told y'all the guy that used to come to my channel. That was the. God, what was his name? He was one of those survivalists that had the bunker built and the grocery stocked up.
Prepper.
God, what was his
Doomsday
name?
prepper.
What was it?
A doomsday prepper.
Yeah. The older gentleman. He used to come to my live stream all the time. I can't think of his name. He passed away.
Dang. Yeah, the bunker and all that stuff.
Yeah, he was the older man, had a beard, looked like Santa Claus, but he had oxygen.
Andrew wants to know what the secret is to a long marriage.
You asking the wrong damn person right there, Mr. Andrew.
Patience.
I have never been able to get past the 5-year mark.
That's
Ever.
been me in the past. That me and Sid have been together 8 years.
Yeah, I ain't never got past the 5-year mark.
He's got the patience of a saint. That's the only reason I'm still here.
Yeah, you asking the wrong person right there.
Got my nails done yesterday.
I left
Saturday.
both of my
Fancy.
ex-wives.
I got
Wow.
a geek for Valentine's Day.
Wow.
You know, let's talk about Valentine's Day right quick. That is nothing but
A made-up holiday to make money.
made-up holiday that women came up with just to get free stuff.
To get jewelry. No, I think the jewelry companies came up with it so they could sell jewelry.
It's a Hallmark holiday.
Something
So
like
you
that.
don't think Valentine's Day is what you're
I
talking
didn't say that.
Ah, I see.
Listen to this one over here.
I mean, they didn't come up with hunting season day. So all of us hunters could get
Sid wants
everything we need to go
Day.
hunting. Or they
Fishing
didn't come up
day.
with fishing day.
That's called Father's Day.
Okay. All right.
Father's
Dads
Day.
get Father's Day. Women get Valentine's Day. They get birthday. They get Mother's Day. They get Christmas. They get Thanksgiving. That's
What
5
did
to
you give
1.
someone for Thanksgiving?
5 to 1.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we get Thanksgiving, Sonia. Those are women.
All the kids come
We
over and visit with Mama on Thanksgiving.
We
They
get to
all
stay in the
come to
kitchen
see
cooking
Mama.
for 8 hours a day. That's what we get to do for. Yeah, that's a real holiday.
It's going great, Osang. We came out of Canada where we were freezing cold, and now we're here in the Philippines and it's hot. She's doing good. She's back at work now. I think she's going to take Thursday off. That's why I'm thinking Thursday maybe we'll go look at the crock pots.
Oh, Hillbilly, you forgot Grandparents' Day, too.
Yes.
Are you a grandpa yet?
Me?
Yeah.
I got a granddaughter almost as old as you.
Oh, well, I didn't know.
Sweet Pea's getting ready to be 24, and my oldest granddaughter just turned 22.
Oh,
Sweet Pea was an aunt at 1.5 years. But I've got them stacked up from 22 all the way down to 5.
He said stacked up.
I had the grandbaby Friday night. She went with me and got her nails done too. And she was so good at the nail salon. I was so surprised. Because the way her mama talks about her in the grocery store, I thought she was going to give me hell.
Walmart. Trying to hide from me in the clothes racks.
That was what Zane used to do when he was little.
Christmas just ain't fun when the kids quit believing in Santa Claus. You know, it just ain't the same.
We told everybody this year, whatever you were going to buy me, go buy it for your. Go buy what you want for yourself. Spend whatever money you were going to buy for me, and just go buy yourself something. And Merry Christmas.
And Merry Christmas.
We bought
I
for
used
just the little kids.
I used to get mad if somebody buy me something for Christmas
Why?
because
Cranky old geezer.
I was always the last one to open my presents. And well, you see, I open my presents, I put them in a bag, and I sent them in. Used to set the bag in the corner of my bedroom and not even look at the stuff anymore. I like to give presents. I don't like to receive them like that.
Maybe they need a hillbilly day.
Yeah. Well, no hillbilly day. If there is, the hillbilly women would take it over anyway. Yeah, I had to do here's where I screwed up at in Canada. Because Arlene had never seen a stove before. She'd seen them, but she'd never operated a stove before. And they had, in the apartment we rented, it had the stacked washer and dryer.
Right.
She'd never used that either. So while we were in Canada, I had to do all the cooking. I had to do all the laundry, all that stuff. So now we're in the Philippines. I'm still having to do all the laundry. And
How did they cook?
I think that was a hint when she came in last night with that single burner that plugs into the wall like, hey, dummy, start cooking.
Now she's going to expect you to do the laundry all the time.
Oh, I do. Because I keep my dirty laundry. I tell her, I said, put your dirty laundry with mine. And when I get enough, because the washing machine inside is really small. It's got like a 6 kilo limit. So you can't really wash that many at one time. Plus, I don't have that much hanging room to hang and dry. So the other morning before she went to work, she said, oh, by the way, when you do laundry today, I have a couple of things. And she come walking in with damn 2 armloads of damn clothes, uniform, shirts, and shit for work. Okay, well, guess what? All that don't fit. So my laundry got put off a whole nother day so I could do her laundry and do her uniform tops and get everything hung so it'd be dry before the next day.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's sweet, Osang, but she's smart too. I see it.
So what's the purpose of not having a dryer? Do they just not have them?
Too much for electricity.
Oh.
Most of them don't have the washing machine. This is a treat to have the washing machine. Most of the time, they wash their clothes in the shower. When they take a shower, they keep laundry detergent and they wash their clothes by hand in the shower.
So
and then
now
they hang them up to dry at night.
So now I'm going to ask a dumb question. I guess there's no laundromats then.
They have laundry places, but you have to pay them to do your laundry.
So it's not like coin operated or anything.
No. And here, like we have hot water. Arlene's never had hot water before.
Oh.
They don't have running water. They have a spigot into a big bucket.
How did they cook? How did she cook before? You said she'd never seen a stove. How'd they cook?
On the one eye stove, the little hot plate.
Okay, so they cooked like on a burner, but it was just like a single burner, not like
But
all.
they use gas. All right. And then in their shower, they don't have running water. You have a scoop, you scoop the water down in the scoop in the bucket, and you pour water over your head and you wet your body. Then you get the shampoo and you shampoo and the soap and you lather up, and then you scoop the cold ass water and pour it back over your head and rinse yourself. The same thing in the toilet, the Filipino toilet. It doesn't have water run to it. You go to the bathroom and you scoop the water and pour it into the bowl until it flushes.
Well, that's roughing it.
Yeah, really.
Talk about off grid. All right, our off gridders. I know y'all ain't taking showers like that. You van lifers.
They'll poop in a bucket, but they'll take a real shower.
Yeah, Osang, talk to Arlene. Talk to Arlene if you're coming back to the Philippines. Right now, business is very slow, Osang. It's very slow because of the quarantine. There's not many people shopping right now. There's not very much shopping going on here right now, Osang, at all. I hear you, Travel Dreamer. Yeah, here you don't. You take a cold shower. That's why we paid extra for this apartment, because it's got hot water. Because back in the 1980s, I was young and dumb and I could scoop water and take a cold shower. But nowadays, in my old age, I kind of like having warm water.
Spoiled.
And I kind of like flushing the toilet. But now if we go to the province, all that's over with.
You're back to the cold water again?
Hey, Finley River, yeah, because if we go to the province, yeah, we'll be back to, they call it the one finger method.
So
Yes,
what are
it
you
is.
going to do when you
Nice,
get,
man,
when you
$100.
guys go to move out of Manila? What are you going to do?
It's called the one finger method. If you go poop, you have your scoop of water, and you try to pour the water on your butt with your finger and a bar of soap, and wash and pour water at the same time to clean your butt.
So like a poor man's boudet.
Boudet. Sorry.
Yeah, it is, Osang. It's very, 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 very slow right now because of the mess.
Hey, Finley River.
Now, what some people do, what would be nice is if I could find one here when we go to the province, I'll buy one of those like camping showers that you can buy.
Mm-hmm.
That you just fill up with the water and the sun heats it up.
Yeah.
That'll be the dumb hillbilly out there and buck naked in the backyard with the dang camping shower.
Why don't you do something with solar, some kind of solar?
It's a solar shower. It's water in a bag that's heated by the sun.
And you hang it on a tree.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Well, what a lot of people here do is they'll put up the solar to run. If they have aircon, it'll run like the aircon and refrigerator.
That's a lot of solar.
Well, that's why I'm saying it cost about 30,000 pesos.
That's a lot
of solar.
Just to run the aircon and the refrigerator. Okay.
Probably not both at the same time either.
Well, then the price even goes up more when you start adding more solar. If you want to try to run your whole house, then I mean, there's a lot of rich guys that come here. I'm probably one of the poorest guys that's ever moved to the Philippines, and that's as honest as I can be with you. There's people here with lots and lots and lots of money that retired military, or people in the States retired from, big firms with big fancy houses. They sold all their stuff and they came here. They'll buy, one guy the other day, I think he's into his house build now for like 9 million pesos. Whatever that comes to in US dollars, 9 million divided by 50, that comes up to how many dollars he's in his house build now. There's a lot of guys that are over here that have a lot of money, and they put up huge solar, huge solar, and they run their 3-story houses and 6 bedrooms and type houses and stuff like that. But most of the houses here are not wood houses; they're concrete block houses.
Right. It's supposed to be cooler or something, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but the problem is when they put the roofs on, they don't put vents underneath the eave of the roof. There's no vents, so it's closed in. So what a lot of the guys do, if they buy a house already that's built, first thing they'll do is they'll have a carpenter come out and cut and put vents underneath the roof to try to help some airflow in it.
Yeah, pull that heat out.
But the termites are bad here. There's lots of termites, so they don't use a lot of wood. They use a lot of concrete. Like me and Arlene, her aunt has a house in Masbate City. Her aunt's wanting us to move there. It's like just a concrete slab floor, bare cinder blocks. It has no air con. It has no running water for shower, the whole 9 deal.
Now, do any of the houses have basements? Because that would be no.
No, because the water table.
Oh, okay.
Yep. No basements. But now a lot of these guys, like I say, they come over here with a whole boatload of money.
Cinder blocks.
I mean, there's one guy over here. He sold his company, and he made a boatload of money. He's the one that was looking at $150,000 lot, oceanfront lot. That's just off the chain here. There's nobody going to buy something like that. And most people here don't build a 3-story house. But there's a lot of these guys that are. Here's the thing. There's a lot of 65, 68, 70-year-old men over here that are married to 18 and 19-year-old Filipino girls. And they're 68, 70 years old. They got their whole life savings. They're from up north. They're from California, and they sell, their $2 million house, and they come over here and they just go extravagant. That's why a lot of people here in Southeast Asia that live here think everybody's rich that comes here from overseas. They ain't never seen a poor hillbilly before. They think all white guys are rich. So there is a lot of guys over here with a lot of money, and there's a lot of retired military here. I mean, you think some of those guys that retired after 30 years, they're probably bringing in $3,500 a month from their VA pension. Plus, a lot of them are drawing Social Security too. So there's a lot of guys here that have a lot of money. Now, you get back out into the provinces, that's when you start seeing the poor guys. They've been living here for 10 or 15 years. They came over here right after they got out of the military. They had no pension. They have no income. They're living back up on the side of the mountain somewhere in a bamboo hut. Yeah. But they've done it for 10 or 15 years, and they love it. Now, there's a guy that did a video on one of his buddies the other day. He's an old retired electrical engineer I think he's from California. He retired. His income, he gets like $5,500 a month income. He's lived here I think he's been here 6 or 7 years, something like that. He got married. Him and his wife live way up on the mountain. They have no electricity, no running water, no nothing. He lives here on $100 a month.
And he's okay with that?
Yeah, and he $5,500 a month goes into his bank account, and he's living on the top of a mountain with no electricity, no running water, no nothing, and he loves it. There you go, Finley River. And I mean, he's retired electrical engineer. I mean, you know, he probably had a nice house and nice everything in the States, and obviously he's making a huge salary to be bringing in $5,500 a month on retirement. But he's happy.
Hey, Miss Yo-Yo.
He don't even have a cell phone. He doesn't have internet. He doesn't do nothing. He comes down off the mountain to town once a year, and he reaches out to this other YouTuber. And while he's down, he downloads all of the other YouTubers' videos on a thumb drive, and he takes them back up the mountain with him. And that's what he watches because he has no internet. Hey, Miss Yo-Yo Show.
Wow.
It's, a lot of those guys can live that way. Now, he's the exception because he's got a ton of money. Most of the guys that live that way is because they're broke. They have no money. They just barely get by. But this guy's an exception to the rule. He's got huge income per month, but he chooses to live. He said, you know, that's what I retired for. He said, I don't want TV. He said, I don't want internet. I don't want the phone ringing. He said, I don't want a car. He said, I don't want nothing. Now, he said the other day when he talked to him, the man came just like last week, I think it was, he came back down off the mountain. He said he's making straw hats by hand. His father-in-law takes them to town and sells them. He said between him and his father-in-law, he makes like 100 pesos. That's $2
Wow.
for sitting and making straw hats all month. And they take it to town, and his father-in-law takes it to town and sells it. But they barter everything. If you live up in the mountains like that, in a lot of the provinces, you barter. Like you'll grow, maybe you grow chickens. You'll barter your chickens or your eggs for, you know, some pig meat or for rice or for fruits, you know, stuff like that. It's all the barter system.
Wow.
So, but it's pretty interesting. I mean, you got the rich guys all the way down to the poor guys, and you got rich guys living like poor guys. But now what a lot of these guys do, and it's very, very unfair. And one of the other YouTubers over here did a video on it the other day. A lot of the American guys or the foreign guys will come over here, and they come for like a 2 or 3 week vacation. And they got a pocket full of money, and they come over here and they meet a nice Filipino girl, and they blow all that money and they brag to them, oh, I'm rich, I got all this money, blah, 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 I got tons of money. And then, so the girl like has no reason not to believe him because he come here for 2 weeks and he gave everybody in the family money and he blowed money and took them out to eat and all these nice places and stuff. Well, they don't know no different. And then the guy comes back and says, okay, I'm back. Come to live here, let's get married. They get married, come to find out he's got no money. So the girls are like, where's the money? Well, I don't have no money. Well, you said you had lots of money. Where's the money? And they don't have no money.
All they're worried about is the money.
Yeah, all they were worried about was trying to get the young girl, and I call them the dirty old men. I mean,
Because I heard the consistent thing I hear you say is men, men, men. You don't say like these retired women from the States are moving to the Philippines.
I don't bring that subject up because most there is. I've heard of several of those here, but they don't come here for the men. They come here for the women.
Oh, okay.
So I avoid that conversation.
Got it.
Because I don't want to say something out of the way.
Got it.
But there is quite a bit here.
Didn't know.
No, I'm just saying.
What's up, J Doc? Yeah, Andrew, come on up. I'm getting ready. I'm not going to be on long here. Let me drop it, Andrew. Paste. There you go, Andrew.
Oh, the before, or Filipino died.
She had it before.
She had it in 2020. And then she died. She only got one Moderna shot. She was a bucket.
But usually about $10,000 you can actually build a very small block house.
Oh,
That's
really?
What's up? Hello, Tony.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Long time no see.
Same here. It's been a while since I've seen this guy.
Right? He's been stingy with himself over there. He's living the high life in Manila.
Oh,
up there.
yeah.
42-story building.
It's a very nice apartment you got there.
Yeah, it's a little studio apartment, but it's got air con, it's got a wash machine, and it's got hot water for a shower.
You're lucky you got AC.
Yeah.
And a
You'd be
real
dying-
flushing
You'd be
toilet.
dying without it.
It's I don't know if you can see it over there.
It's
came
almost like
across-
a hotel AC.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
about 1960.
I'd
Didn't
be
they
worried
stop making that model?
living. I'd be worried living that in a building that high. Mm.
Well, there's one thing about it, Tony Damon. Would you want to be on the first floor or the top floor? Because if the building comes down, if you're on the first floor, you're going before I get there.
If
True.
there's a fire, then I'd want to be on the first floor.
Right. If it's a
But you
fire,
can't
then
keep your natural disaster there, Andrew.
there's a lot of earthquakes here. Yeah. Matter of fact,
That's
they
what
have.
I'm talking
Oh,
about. Earthquake.
Speaking of earthquakes, isn't it normal for the past month to have 16 earthquakes down here? Hillbilly?
It's kind of weird, dude. They've had more earthquakes over here, and now that they call this the Ring of Fire over here in this part of the Pacific, and you had the Tao volcano here in the Philippines erupted last year, and then it started rumbling a little bit a while back, and then all of a sudden out of Tonga, here comes that volcano from 60 miles underneath the ocean. So, and there every day now on the news here, there's a volcano or a earthquake somewhere, but most of the earthquakes here are actually out in the water.
Would these earthquakes in South Carolina have anything to do with Kings Mountain? Do you think?
Could be. It could be.
Is it
Well, see-
still? Do you think it's still active today?
Well, here's the thing about it. A lot of people don't understand if you go back and study it, and I'm sure you probably have. The Appalachian Mountains at one time were as high as the Rockies,
Oh, wow.
but through the
Mhm.
years they've withered down and trees have grown on them and all this stuff. Okay, but there's actually a fault that comes all the way down out of North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina, and there's one that runs through Greenville, Spartanburg, and that might be part of the one there. But there's a fault line that runs all the way through there, and it even goes all the way down to Columbia. Columbia, South Carolina had that one last year that was very small, but it
Yeah.
rattled dishes in some of the houses.
Yeah. Then there was one down near Charleston, just outside Charleston.
Yep.
But it was all the 14 of them were near Lugoff.
Yeah. I don't know. This whole world's changing.
And scientists are scratching their heads right now.
Mm-hmm.
Think it's the global warming and all those kind of things.
Maybe.
Well, see, over here you expect it because, like I say, it's called the Ring of Fire. They've had earthquakes and they've had volcanoes erupting and all that stuff for years and years and years. But y'all want to know something that'll really scare you? Research Old Faithful in Yellowstone. All the scientists said if that one ever goes, it's going to be the biggest eruption in the history of the world.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
of the
2012,
world.
the movie. 2012, the movie shows it going off.
Yeah, the scientists say if that one goes, it'll be the biggest one in history. You know what right now it's what was it, Mount Vesuvius or whatever it was that erupted back and covered the whole town with lava over there in Italy or Sicily or somewhere over there. Way
Yeah,
back
Vesuvius.
in the day. But they say Yellowstone, that Old Faithful, they said if that one goes, they said it'll be the biggest in the history of the world.
That's a big one. Hey, Sonia?
I just saw a recipe to make pizza in the crock pot.
How the heck do you do that?
Well, somebody was in the chat earlier, Tony Damon, talking about you could bake a cake in the crock pot.
Yes, you can. You can make a cake. I've seen that.
If you go on Delish Facebook, they have a whole slew of recipes, and one of them is how to make Reese's Peanut Cups.
What is your favorite delish cook? Like, which one's your favorite?
I haven't looked at them all yet.
I watch Budget Eats. June is my absolute hands down favorite on Delish. I actually watch her personal YouTube channel as well.
I saw one
so
for
funny.
some sort of lasagna.
Yeah,
A
you can
candy
do
lasagna.
in
I
a
was
crock
like,
pot. But problem being, you'd have to have the no bake noodles to make lasagna in the crock pot. You'd have to have the no boil noodles.
Yeah.
Why? You
Well,
can't boil.
How you gonna boil noodles in a crock pot?
I can make a cake in a crock
Get
pot.
hot enough. to
It's
boil
basically
noodles.
cooking them, so.
No, it's like if you were simmering on the stove.
Oh, yeah.
That's as hot as a crock pot gets.
Oh, well, that blows my shit out of the water about making spaghetti in the crock pot. Then
You can make spaghetti in the crock pot, but you'll have to break the noodles up, put them in the sauce. You could do it and you could let them cook in there because they're a lot thinner than a thick lasagna noodle. That would take you days to cook, but a spaghetti noodle would cook in there. You could also cook rice if you're making it like in a soup or in a stew or something like that. You could put the rice in there; it would cook.
well, that's what I was thinking about
Definitely.
doing: onions and stewed tomatoes and corn and peas and stuff like that. Put rice in there and just cook it all at one time.
You could do that.
I guess the difference is, do you want to do more slow cooking or do you want to do more something like an Instant Pot, which can do
That's
both?
why I was telling him to get an Instant Pot because it could do so much more. You could boil eggs. You can do all kinds of stuff with Instant
The
Pot.
Instant Pot can't cook as long as the crock pot, though.
Well, that's true. I mean, it does have a slow cooker function on it.
Well, Vermont
go for
looked
12
up a while
hours?
ago, and it's like $130 over here.
Right.
That ain't happening.
Yeah, well, you could get the crock pot. It's going to get you by a lot more than what you have with one little single burner and a dinosaur microwave.
Like
Yeah, I just got to make it till May of next year, so I can
Like I
start
said,
drawing my
the
Social Security.
authentic crock pot brand, get yourself one of those because that can last you. That could last you the rest of your life.
I was
Well, yeah, because
reading,
I ain't got that much life left.
I was reading those recipes to make rice in the crock pot. It said one of the tricks is to make sure you put oil in there and rub it around, or your rice is going to stick to the sides of it. Make sure you oil it real good so the rice doesn't stick to the crock pot.
Oil what? The side of the crock
The
pot?
insides of the crock pot, like the bottom and the sides.
Because there's
Well,
There's a
an
ceramic
inside
pot on the
thing?
inside. You want to grease the inside of it.
Okay, but don't you have to put water in the crock pot with
Well,
the
yeah.
rice?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
the
there's
water
things-
to wash the oil off the side of the inside of the crock pot.
no,
Oil and water don't mix.
correct. Because you're gonna rub it on to the sides. It'll stay.
like you rub spice on ribs, like you're gonna.
Yeah, or
you
you know
know,
how
cook-
when you make a cake, you grease your pan so it doesn't
How
stick.
about I get a if they
Yeah.
got the can of Spam that or whatever
Cookie
that's
spray.
supposed to call?
Yeah, you can use
Spray.
that. Mm-hmm.
That
I
one.
don't know if we got it here or not. I guess we do.
I bet you can find something like it, or something that works the same thing.
I'll go back to using like we did back in the old day, Crisco in the can, lard.
I bet somebody has lard down there.
Well, y'all, it's been fun, but it's Sid's bedtime, so I just got to bounce down into the chat.
Hey, I'm getting ready to go too. Did you know that bacon comes from like the pork belly? The bottom of the pig? I didn't know that the other day because Arlene and them, they all talking about eating pork belly. I watched a video about it. It's like bacon.
Yeah.
Apparently that's
Ooh.
where bacon comes from.
It's just cut at a different angle. They just cut it different. They cut it from the side.
Maybe
There's
make
all-
it better
At
anyway.
the store, there's also pig's feet.
Yeah.
get two.
My mom used to eat those. Gross.
My mom and all them.
I
used to eat-
saw it at the store. I was like,
The only thing worse than them eating them is seeing them in the jar on the shelf when you're walking down the grocery aisle. Ugh.
you see him here in South Carolina, but you don't see him in upstate
Can
New
they
York.
put them in a can so you can't see through it? Like, ooh. I see
Well,
that.
I can't stand the smell of the vinegar that it's pickled in. So that ruins me right there. I don't do vinegar. That's the problem over here. They use vinegar and everything, and I'm not a vinegar eater. But anyway,
Cabbage?
guys, appreciate everybody coming up here. Sonia, you and Jim, you have no idea how much that meant to me. Thank y'all very, very much. I appreciate
You're very
that.
welcome.
That will go a long
And
to help out.
Use it in
Jim
good.
looks smashing in a tuxedo there, Sonia.
You know?
I look smashing, yes.
All right, guys. Love
That's
you guys.
But anyway, thanks, guys. Naps Larisha, Andrew, Tony, Sid. Thank y'all very much.
Sid,
I don't know
you
if I'll be
baby.
live tomorrow or not, guys. But if I get a chance, I will. But thanks, y'all, for coming.
But
I
we'll be
appreciate
here
it.
if you are.
All right.
Bye.
See
We'll
y'all.
be around. Good night.